Hello guys, today we are going to discuss the main life-changing ideas of the book The Magic of Thinking Big, which is highly recommended by Sandeep Maheshwari. The author starts the book with a quotation: "Those who believe they can move mountains, do. Those who believe they cannot. Belief triggers the power to do." Author says people who says,
Okay, I'll give it a try, but I don't think it will work.
this type of attitude produce failures. Once a young fiction writer talked with the author recently about her writing ambitions. The name of one of the top writers in her field came up.
Oh, she said, Mr. X is a wonderful writer, but of course, I can't be nearly as successful as he is.
Her attitude disappointed the author very much because he knew that the writer mentioned he is not super intelligent, nor super perceptive, nor super anything else except super confidence. He believes he is among the best, and so he acts and performs the best. Here the author is trying to say that the main reason of our failure is that we always underestimate ourselves, and continues by saying that a person is a product of his own thoughts. One day author talked with a person who approached him, introduced himself and said,
I really enjoyed your talk. Can you spare a few minutes? I would like to discuss a personal experience with you.
In a few minutes they seated in a cafe, and the person told the author,
I wanted to share my experience of how I overcame my mediocrity. About 5 years ago, I made a decent living by average standard, but it was far from ideal. Our home was much too small and there was no money for those many things we wanted. When I let myself see how I was feeling my family, it really hurts me. But today, things are really different. Today, I have a new home. There is no more worry about whether we can send the kids to a good college. Today, we are financially very stable.
Then the author asked how this all happened, and the person said,
I got really disgusted with myself. I asked myself why I am just a middle class failure. Why am I trying to get a job that represents such a small step forward? Then I took a sheet of hotel stationery and wrote down the names of 5 people I have known well for several years who had far surpassed me in earning power and job responsibility. I asked myself, what do my 5 friends have that I don't have? Besides better jobs, I compared myself with them on intelligence. But I honestly couldn't see that they excelled in the brain department. Nor could I truthfully say that they had me beat on education, integrity, or personal habits. Finally, I got down to another success quality one hears a lot about: initiative. On this point, my record showed I was far below that of my successful friends. I dug into myself deeper and deeper and found a reason I lacked initiative because I didn't believe inside that I was worth very much. Right then, I decided that from here on, I'm not going to sell myself short, and because of this, I got a well-paid job.
Then the author says, your mind is a thought factory. It's a busy factory producing countless thoughts in one day. Production in your thought factory is under the charge of 2 foremen, one of whom we will call Mr. Triumph and the other Mr. Defeat. Mr. Triumph is in charge of manufacturing positive thoughts. He specializes in producing reasons why you can, why you are qualified, why you will. And the other foreman, Mr. Defeat, produces negative, depreciating thoughts. He is your expert in developing reasons why you cannot, why you are weak, why you are inadequate. His specialty is the why you will fail chain of thoughts. Both Mr. Triumph and Mr. Defeat are intensely obedient. It totally depends on which one you feed. The one you will feed will surely win. Here the author is trying to say that believe big, The size of your success is determined by the size of your belief. I repeat again, the size of your success is determined by the size of your belief. In the next chapter, the author says, unsuccessful people suffer a mind-deadening thought disease. We call this disease excuses. Every failure has this disease in its advanced form, and most average person have at least a mild case of it. The four most common forms of excuses are: first excuse, but my health is not good. Second excuse, but you have got to have brains to succeed. Author says this happens because we underestimate our own brain power, or we overestimate the other person's brain power. And he also says what really matters is not how much intelligence you have, but how you use what you do have. Knowledge is power only when you use it constructively. Third excuse, it's no use. I am too old or too young. Fourth excuse, but my case is different. I always attract bad luck. Author says these all excuses are just useless, and these excuses does not allow you to do anything in your life. In the next chapter, author says, all confidence is acquired, developed. No one is born with confidence. Those people you know who radiate confidence, who have always conquered worry, those who are at ease everywhere and all the time, acquire their confidence, every bit of it, and you too can. And just remember this golden statement: action cures fear. I repeat again, action cures fear. Author says you can conquer any fear by taking action. For example, if you have fear of failing in an exam, then convert your worry time into study time. Or if you have fear of what other people may think of you and say, make sure that what you plan to do is right, then do it. No one ever does anything worthwhile for which he is not criticized. Hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next part of this video. Till then, thanks for watching and happy reading.